And here's Hayek 17. I was a Muslim, but I left Islam, and my family doesn't know. Thank you for bringing me to Christ. You and Sam both. So, in response to the question, how often do we see people becoming Christians? Do we see Muslims becoming Christians, or do we see Muslims leaving Islam? I hear from them pretty much every day that I'm paying attention.
Mm,
In other words,
yeah.
anytime I pay attention to the comment section of my videos, I usually read about people who say, "Hey, I've left Islam." Now, lots of them are becoming atheists or agnostics because,
Yeah.
as Muslims, they very often had a very negative view towards Christianity, and
Mm,
so some of them retain a negative view towards Christianity, and just because of how they've seen everything they've been taught turned out to be false. They just don't trust religion in general anymore. But you also have people who they come to reject Muhammad and they come to reject the Quran, but they still believe in God. They still believe that they can trust Jesus and so on. So it's more natural for those kinds of people to become Christians. But yeah, one or the other, either Muslims leaving Islam and becoming atheists or agnostics, or Muslims leaving Islam and becoming Christians. I see that pretty much every time I go to the comment section
yeah.
of my videos. So really, I keep telling people this because you look around and you see the terrorist attacks and you see riots and you see persecution of Christians and everything that's going on. It's very easy to be discouraged and say, "Oh, what awful times!" And it's like, what are you talking about? This is the greatest time in the history of humanity. If you want to reach Muslims with the gospel, there is no
Better
generation
time.
before us that could have even dreamed of the
Yeah.
opportunities that we have right now. And I keep telling people, I say, I believe if people actually, if Christians actually go, if the church as a whole, not every single Christian, but if just a good portion of Christians actually sit down and say, let's figure out responses to these objections that Muslims have, and let's actually do a little bit of research and go out and do what Bob the Builder is doing, go out and do what Hatun is doing, and go out and do what they're doing. I believe we will see more Muslims come to Christ in our generation alone than all prior generations combined have seen,
Oh, yeah.
just because it's right here.
And that's already happening. That's already happening. I mean, there's such a rate of conversion in Indonesia that it's got Muslims rattled that actually, Indonesia could become a Christian series of islands. The Islamic world is afraid.
Mm-hmm.
The Islamic